time out as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Run it out of the shotgun. And we'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. It's Reed. With the catch, it's Smith. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Clemson, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. It's Porter. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Pressure is coming. It's a deep shot to the right. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30.
Well, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. Will hand it off. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Tigers, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
That's exactly exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Change of direction. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
And it's a bunch formation. Motion now from the tight end. Back to throw. It's Reed. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Wide open downfield. You move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And looking to throw now on first down. He makes the grab. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the left side. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Inside the red zone and still running. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground here. Has a path to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
To the air, it's Reed. Gets made on the out route. Great move there. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Back near the sticks. It's James. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Will the offenses continue to dominate, or will the defenses show up here as we begin the second quarter? Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a run to the left. Breaks free. Great move in the open field. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. He'll hand it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it here. He busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mizzou. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Now the all-important extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. They tackled him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Defense is coming after him. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. The pass is off target, and hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out on the field. This group was coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. They're going to run it. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back. It's Reed. Quick throw to the left. Makes the grab. It's Brown. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down play coming up. That's a designed quarterback keeper. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Tigers will crank up the tempo. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He can go. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Toss play to the outside. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Missouri.
I think this receiver is so much fun to watch because I think he's as good as anybody in college football this year. Great job of the quarterback recognizing an opportunity. He gets him the football and is rewarded with a touchdown.
So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Dropping back. It's Reed. Slides the quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Using his legs, it's Porter. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff in a single back formation. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Send the back in motion. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's looking deep down the middle. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
But one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
No fair catch. He's going to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it with room to run. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. And he's intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up when you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it on the move. What a catch! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On first and 10, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down and more. He's still running. He's in the clear. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Because all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Piety is good to go up by a touchdown, 35-28. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and moved it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Let's start with the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll feed the back again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Handoff from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. He keeps it on the design run. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Gets rid of it on the move. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. To throw, it's Reed. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fights through the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by senior.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Breaking tackles. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now.
Well, 3rd down, this offense has everything in play. They try to get to the edge quickly, but this defense is not surprised. Good job of getting to the football, and now we got a 4th down situation.
They've only converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Clemson. This offense is still clicking. So with playoff pressure cooked, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on them. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play that he could not hold on.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. The back's got it. Oh, what a move. Man heads out of bounds after a decent game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. There's the handoff. Jukes to get free. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground, it's Jackson. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Mizzou. And jump on top now here in the 4th.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Can they keep that going again? Works to the left, and it's complete. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue.
And he's got it down there inside the 35. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. No chance to catch him there. And they connect again. That's just been unstoppable pitch-and-catch combination all game.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
Extra point is up and good, and we're now tied here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Carry steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Shreds the tackle. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. They'll try to run for the first down. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Now here's the toss play. As the first down is still going. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Hands off to the left. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Toss play, running right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This guy's throwing for yards every single time he drops back to throw. Believe it or not, he's closing in on almost 450 yards passing in this game.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. On the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Spotted at the 28. The field goal attempt to win it will be from 45 yards out. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Spotted at the 28. The field goal attempt to win it will be from 45 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And they jump back in front. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.